Today it's really hot outside in Austria, but that's the perfect time for a Christmas in July card. I will be using products from Kendra's Card Challenge 15 super sponsor Copictopia Creative. This is also a giveaway hop, so stay tuned for more details. My name is Julia and I'm an enthusiastic card maker and paper crafter from Austria. Welcome to my channel, Julie's Kreativschatzkiste. So as mentioned, Copictopia Creative is one of the many super sponsors of Kendra's Card Challenge number 15. They generously provided me and some design team colleague members with some products of their latest release, with which I will be crafting today. So first up, these are the beautiful papers I chose to work with today. I like the soft blue and white colors of them and the snowy feel. The focal point of the card will be this Yeti. When I saw the Yeti for Christmas stamp set, I knew I had to use this Yeti, it's so cute. The stamp set also includes some other images and sentiments, which you will see later in the video. I will be using one of the sketches of Kendra's Card Challenge 15 today. In case you don't know Kendra's Card Challenge yet, it's a quarterly free challenge where you can make 15 unique cards out of 6 sheets of 6x6 inch patterned paper. In my description box you can find a link where to download this PDF for free. You have to join Patreon, but it's a completely free option there. Later on I will tell you about the possibilities how to win prizes with this video as well as with Kendra's Card Challenge. I chose sketch number 2 today because I think these rectangles on the card just look like Christmas presents. And that's what we're going to turn them into today. I will be altering the sketch a little bit, but that's okay, you can always do that. The sketch is meant to be a starting point for your creativity. So as you see, the sketch does not have a matting layer behind our 4 rectangles. However, I will use a matting layer. And for the rectangles, I will use a die which I found in my stash, which only cuts 3 of the 4 sides of the rectangle. So it's a flap that will open like a present, and you will see what's behind it. So first of all, I cut my background paper to a size of about 4 inch by 5¼ inch. I also cut this teal paper in exactly the same size to put it behind my snowflake paper, so if you open the rectangle flaps, you will see the other paper. So this is the die I was talking about for my Christmas present flaps. In order to have all flaps aligned well on my card, I use my T-ruler for the positioning. When I cut my flaps into the foreground paper, I realized that it's too big to make 4 rectangles, so I just made 3. And then I used my matching dies to cut out rectangles for my Christmas presents. It's actually like the wrapping paper of the Christmas presents. And then the only thing missing, of course, is the gift ribbon around the present. I used red liner tape on the back of my present to attach the ribbon to the paper. In order to compensate for the dimension, when I glue it onto my card, I use foam strips on the top and the bottom of my paper. This way I can also make sure that my ribbon stays in place in the middle of the present. So while you watch me doing that, I can give you some more information about this giveaway hop you're watching right now. If you want to win a digital prize from Cards by Kendra, you have to fill in the form that is linked in my description box. The deadline for filling in this form is July the 24th of 2024. The winner will then randomly be chosen and announced on the Cards by Kendra community tab on YouTube. This video is also part of a playlist, which is also linked in my description box. Within this playlist you can find all the videos of my design team colleagues also working with products from super sponsor Copictopia Creative. I can really encourage you to check out these videos because I'm sure you get great inspiration there as well. So we have all our Christmas presents wrapped now. Now it's time to fill them with some content. Before we can do that though, I have to glue my foreground paper onto my background paper, the teal one you see on the right. When doing this, I just take care that I do not get any glue on my flaps, so that they will open and move afterwards. I really like the Christmassy look of it already. And while we are at it, I also glue my entire panel to my base card. As you see, the flaps open very nicely now. Beside my Yetis, which I have shown you already, I have also prepared some words, coffee, cocoa and donuts, and the corresponding images, which are all also included in the stamp set. Additionally, there is this word pun, I am Yeti 4, which I'm going to use on top of my Christmas presents. So are you ready for coffee, cocoa and donuts? In order to make it more smooth, I rounded the corners of my words. As I wanted to have the saying I am Yeti 4 to stand out more, I put a blue matting layer behind it. At this stage I started coloring my images with my alcohol markers. I tried to use not too many colors in order to stay cohesive within the card. As you see, I always make some swatches of the color I'm using on a scrap piece of paper in order to know what I'm dealing with. And while you're watching me coloring all these images, I can tell you more about Kendra's card challenge. As I said, it's a free challenge where Kendra from the YouTube channel Cards by Kendra presents 15 card sketches every quarter. She provides a free PDF which not only includes these 15 sketches with all the measurements you need, but also a cutting guide for 6 sheets of 6 by 6 inch patterned paper. In order to download this free PDF, just follow the link in my description box where all the details are explained. You have to join Patreon, but it's a completely free tier. There are also paid tiers for Kendra's Patreon, which include great perks, and you should also check them out, because that is the way for Kendra to keep the challenge free for everyone. With Kendra's card challenge you can also win prizes. So there are quarterly prizes as well as monthly prizes, because you can complete the challenge once per month, so 3 times each quarter. All you have to do is upload a photo with all the 15 cards you made with the challenge into the corresponding album on the Cards by Kendra's Facebook group, which is also linked in my description box. After the end of each month, Kendra makes a video on her YouTube channel where she announces the winners, and I recommend you to watch that video because you have to claim your prize if you are a winner. In addition, there are also many hops of our design team members on Instagram as well as on YouTube for our super sponsors, which I also encourage you to watch because they are great inspiration. As I'm now finished with coloring my little images and my words, I glue them into my presents. I picked the donuts for the last present because I think they're the highlight, actually. Well, actually that's not really true, because the highlight of the card, of course, is our cute little Yeti, which I'm coloring now. I mainly used light grey tones for coloring the Yeti, and corresponding to the donut he gets a pink hat. I'm gluing down the Yeti on the lower left corner of the card. As there's also a Christmas present flap there, I have to glue it down on the flap to move it together with the flap, otherwise the flap wouldn't open. I use foam tape for gluing it down, which I put only on the flap because I just want to adhere it there, and the foam tape is also necessary because of the ribbon that is also in place there, which would cause a height problem without the foam tape. As final decoration, I added some transparent glitter drops to emphasize the snowy feeling of the card. I also used the drops on the head of our cute Yeti. And that is our Christmas in July card finished for today. I hope you like it. If so, please leave me a like, and I would really appreciate if you would consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already done so. Are you ready for coffee, cocoa and donuts? I have to admit I'm not really if I look outside and see the hot sun, but I'm sure the time will come. Don't forget to fill in the form for your chance to win in this giveaway hop, and I encourage you to check out the playlist with the other videos for our super sponsor Copictopia Creative. See you next time, servus!